Happy Friday. I feel like, I don't know, it's Friday. I feel like online school seems so long now. It just drags on. So I'm always happy when it's Friday and I can just sit in bed and do nothing on Saturday and Sunday. Let's take a look at what we're doing today. Today is pretty straightforward. I'm not going to take all 20 minutes of your time. Okay. I have like one quick thing math wise to go over just to clarify with you. And then after that, you're going to make sure you take your attendance. Ooh, apparently I can't spell either. Take your attendance and then go into Edgenuity LT1 and take your intro to compound inequalities quiz. Okay, that's it. 10 questions, multiple choice. It would be averaged into a major grade like it has always been. You get two chances. And remember, now that we are past the first 3 weeks of school, if you fail on your second chance, unfortunately, I'm still taking the two or the larger grade, the higher grade of the two. Okay, so you still end up with a failing grade for that part of the average. Okay, but please email me and let's find a time to chat so that we can get those questions figured out, because obviously there's something that you're not understanding, and that's all you're doing today. Okay, I want to show this to you because I want you to be prepared for Monday if you are coming back. If you're not coming back, you know what? You hang back in your comfy chair, your cozy pajamas, eating all the snacks you want to all day. I very much envy you. But if you are coming to school, there's a couple things that I want to make sure that you are aware of. Okay, so what you need to bring to school starting on Monday. So first of all, please bring your personal laptop or your school borrowed Chromebook. So if you borrowed a Chromebook from the school back in the summer or even last year in the spring, you have to bring it to school. And please make sure you bring your charger, because we know that if you're using it all day, even if you're on your own personal, laptop, it's not going to hold charge maybe all day. All right. So make sure you bring your charger, because I don't have chargers for, MacBooks and Dells. I only have chargers for Chromebooks, and that's it. Okay. Um, and I don't even have that many chargers for Chromebooks. So please make sure you just bring any of your chargers and just throw it in your backpack just in case. All right. Um, if you do not have a school borrowed Chromebook, and if your parents will not let you bring your own personal laptop because they're afraid it's going to get stolen or you're going to break it or whatever the issue is, what's going to happen is you're going to borrow one of the schools, but you don't have one checked out to you. Like every class you go to, you're going to go to your first period, borrow your first period's Chromebooks, and then put it away. And then go to your second period and borrow your second period's Chromebook. So do you see how you're going to be using like 7 different Chromebooks in one day? And so that's fine. We can still sanitize it. We'll still wipe it down, but there is still a possibility that, maybe it didn't get wiped down completely or whatever. And so if you're able to bring your personal laptop, please bring it. If you do have a school borrowed Chromebook, definitely bring that. Okay. One more thing we're also afraid of is if nobody brought their devices to school, um, you don't have enough Chromebooks. Okay. So like we lent out so many Chromebooks that we actually don't have enough for every single kid coming back to campus. So we're trying to hope that some of you will bring your own. All right. The next thing you definitely need to bring are earbuds or headphones that work with your device. So if you have a Chromebook, you're not using like those lightning headphones, right? Because you don't have the port to work. You have to use like the old school little jack. Okay. So you might have to buy a pair of, $3 earbuds that you can get at like the dollar store. I guess it'd be $1 there. That will fit in a Chromebook. But all of you need some sort of listening device, because it would be crazy if we're all doing Edgenuity and there's like 33 Edgenuity, computers going on at once. Of course, the pencils, pens, highlighters, colored pencils, comp books, math folder, line paper, all of that stuff that you got with your back to school supplies box. If you didn't, then bring lots of pencils, lots of pens, a couple highlighters, some colored pencils, at least one lined notebook. You should have a math folder or a math binder, okay, and then some paper. All right. Obviously, you need to bring a mask, okay? You need to make sure you're covering your mouth and your nose. Please bring a water bottle. So, we're not going to have water fountains this year. The water fountains that you've been used to, we're not going to have. They've all been taken apart or covered up because they're afraid if you like put your mouth on the spot, you're going to get germs and share germs and all that stuff. So they've covered all that up and made them impossible to use. What you have instead is a water bottle filling station. Like, those drinking fountains where you just like stick the bottle in there and then like it comes out. So that's what you're going to be using. Okay, so obviously you need a water bottle then to fill up your water. And then finally, a personal calculator. If you bought a TI-84 Plus, maybe you want to bring it to school because we're going to be using one every day. If you don't bring your own, that's fine. You can use the classroom set. I'll have a number assigned to you, but then keep in mind that there's going to be 7 people using it every day. We will still sanitize it, we'll still wipe it down, but again, just like the Chromebooks, if you don't want to deal with other people's germs, bring your own. Notice how it says though that phones will not be allowed. So I know that some of you have been using your phone TI-84 Plus, and that's fine at home, but at school, your phones are going to be put in your backpack all day, every day. Okay, so no phones. And I feel like some of you are going to have to go through detox because you've been on your phone all day for the last half year. So phones will have to be put away. Okay, so you either using my class set or you are using your own if you want to bring your own. Okay. I literally have one question to go over with you, and then that's it. Okay, so go ahead and look at the screen. You don't have to write this down. The quiz that you have today is pretty self-explanatory, okay? The problems are not like tricky in terms of wording. There's just one or a couple problems that all have the same wording that I think that you might have trouble with, okay? So this is what it's gonna say. It's gonna say, which set of numbers is included in the solution set of the compound inequality? And they're gonna give you a bunch of choices, but they're gonna write it weird. They're not gonna say, oh, is my answer x is less than -1 or x is greater than or equal to 4. They're not going to write it that way. They're going to say instead, what are possible numbers that could fit in here? So they're going to be like, oh, like -1, 0, 2, 4, 6. Is this a possible answer? Could this be an answer to this? No, because if it's including -1 and 0 and 2, look, -1 is not included. 0 is definitely not included. 2 is not included. So maybe another letter choice would be like -20, -5, and then like 4, 8, 1,000, whatever. But you see how all of these numbers fit in either this section or this section? So when the question says which set of numbers is included in the solution set, this would be called your solution set. These are all possible numbers that you could have in here. Not all of the choices, but just some. So you would obviously choose this one and not this one because these have numbers that don't even fit in this picture. And that's it. Okay, I just wanted to clarify that because I don't think you have seen that before. So that's it, guys.